When we place conditions on love, we inadvertently build walls that keep us from true intimacy. The heart, after all, thrives on freedom, not contracts. The most profound connections aren't built on what we can gain, but on what we're willing to give, without expecting anything in return. Sometimes, the loudest promises are the quietest to break. True devotion is an unspoken language, felt in the shared silences and understood glances. We often mistake intensity for depth. A fleeting spark can dazzle, but it's the steady flame that warms us through the coldest nights. The desire to possess another person is a reflection of our own insecurities, not a testament to genuine love. True connection is about liberation, not ownership. Emotional blackmail is a silent thief, stealing pieces of our soul until we're left with nothing but echoes of who we used to be. The most valuable currency in any relationship is vulnerability. It's in those moments of raw honesty that we discover the true strength of our bond. When we try to manipulate love, we end up manipulating ourselves. The heart knows when it's being played, and it eventually withdraws. The search for external validation often leads us down a path of disappointment. True fulfillment comes from within, from a place of self-acceptance. Expecting someone else to complete us is a burden no one can carry. We must first learn to be whole on our own before we can truly share ourselves with another. The art of listening is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. It's in the quiet moments of attentive presence that we truly connect. Sometimes, the greatest act of love is letting go. Holding on too tightly can suffocate the very thing we cherish. The pursuit of perfection in a relationship is a recipe for disaster. Imperfections are what make us human, and it's in those flaws that we find true beauty. When we prioritize our own needs above the needs of the relationship, we slowly erode the foundation upon which it stands. The most damaging lies are the ones we tell ourselves, the ones that convince us we're not worthy of genuine love. True strength lies in our ability to be vulnerable, to open our hearts and risk being hurt. It's in that risk that we find the greatest rewards. The language of love is not spoken in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday acts of kindness and consideration. When we try to control another person's feelings, we deny them their autonomy. Love is about respecting boundaries, not breaking them. The fear of being alone often drives us into relationships that are ultimately unhealthy. True solitude can be a powerful teacher, revealing our inner strength. Emotional dependence is a cage, trapping us in a cycle of need and resentment. True interdependence is about supporting each other's growth. The most profound connections are built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and understanding. When we prioritize external appearance over inner substance, we create relationships that are shallow and unfulfilling. The ability to forgive is essential for the health of any relationship. Holding on to grudges only poisons the well of love. True love is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and discovery. When we try to change another person, we deny them their individuality. Love is about acceptance, not transformation. The search for external validation is a never-ending quest. True worth comes from within, from a place of self-acceptance. Emotional honesty is the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. It's in the open exchange of feelings that we build trust and intimacy. When we prioritize our own ego above the needs of the relationship, we create a climate of conflict and resentment. The fear of rejection often prevents us from opening our hearts. True courage lies in our ability to risk being vulnerable. The most valuable gifts we can give each other are our time, attention, and presence. When we try to fill an emotional void with another person, we set ourselves up for disappointment. True fulfillment comes from within. The art of compromise is essential for the health of any relationship. It's about finding a balance between our own needs and the needs of our partner. When we prioritize material possession over emotional connection, we create relationships that are empty and unfulfilling. The ability to empathize is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. It's about understanding and sharing the feelings of another person. When we try to control another person's behavior, we deny them their freedom. Love is about liberation, not restriction. The search for external happiness is a futile endeavor. True joy comes from within, from a place of inner peace. Emotional intelligence is the key to building strong and lasting relationships. It's about understanding and managing our own emotion.